Yes, and we're back.
And we are back. Welcome back to the Free Gems Podcast, man. This is episode 39. Single to my left.
39. Shout out Mega Fitzpatrick, feel me?
Y'all still don't know why my name is Jit G's. I'm formerly known as those who don't know, you know what I mean? But we
just
here.
start calling him Jit.
Yeah. People been calling me Jit for like 7-8 years, but listen, if you don't know me as Jit, then that's cool.
Then that's
just
cool.
keep it as, you know what I'm saying? We here. You know what I'm saying? It's Cinco, aka K5 Deep Dive, aka all that other good shit.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Past aliases, you feel me? They still stick though.
Yeah.
If you know, you know.
Niggas don't know about your criminal past.
You feel me? If you call me Cinco, you ain't know. Feel me?
All right, so yeah, man, you know, it's episode 39. We here, man. We almost a year in. I'm amazed every time we get closer and closer. Because I'm like, yo, I appreciate you, bro. For, you know what I'm saying?
I appreciate you too, bro.
What? Consistency is key.
We taking off.
No, God, man. Especially Instagram. Listen, monetization on Instagram. Listen, if you don't got your Instagram monetized, I don't know what you're doing because
free money.
Free fucking money.
On the free gems. Free money on the free gems.
Listen, Instagram sent me $100 a couple weeks ago. And I fucking lost
Firm
it.
Franklin.
Listen, they sent me $100. So listen, when you see me on my story posting 2-3 times a day, reels 2-3 times a day, don't mind me. I'm running the bag up right now. What you should do is go like, comment, do all that cool shit, share, view it. I don't give a fuck, view it. I'm getting paid for the view. So you know what I'm saying? That's why I was just telling Kamal right before the episode started. I'm like, yo, bro, fuck what YouTube talking about. Instagram started paying niggas today. It's over.
Today.
Yeah, like, we running where the money's at. So it's like, nigga, don't, you know what I'm saying? You see me on Instagram all day, every day, just know. We're getting paid for it.
And we appreciate the support. You feel me? Appreciate the hate, too. Appreciate all of it.
Listen, the hate is great. Please, comment everything. Listen, if you hate my fit, you hate my face,
you hate anything we got to say,
twisted, you hate his locks, whatever, please say that shit, because that's only going to get us paid. You feel me? Like, go ahead. Please, drop some comments, talk your shit. I loved it. You feel me? And we actually do want the feedback at the end of the day. It ain't even about the money for real, but the money is great. You know what I'm saying? I'll take the free Benjamin.
I was, this weekend, yesterday, I was with somebody who does wrestling, feel me, professional wrestling.
What kind of professional wrestling?
Like, feel me, like
off the top turnbuckle, high boots.
Yeah.
Like
he does. He's
oiled skin.
In the independent scene, and it's funny. He was talking about the hate. You know the wrestlers people hated.
Yeah.
As long as they get a reaction, you feel me?
That's true.
As long as they get reactions.
Yeah, that's true.
There's the villains
I'm pretty sure Stone Cold was a white supremacist. Like, I'm almost 1,000% sure.
But the thing is,
his character was based on a white supremacist.
Yes, but the thing is, in real life, he's really not.
He's not?
Bro.
He's wild cool?
He's wild cool.
Stone Cold is not riding around listening to Funk Flex.
Listen, I forgot what it was. Oh, I think it was about abortion. And you'd be surprised. I'm like, yo.
For it?
Yo.
Oh, shit.
I'm like, yo, okay, Stone Cold. What? That's a Texas rattlesnake right there. Austin 316.
Listen, yeah, I thought he was super. I don't know. You never know, though, because that's like
they're
the Undertaker.
characters.
Yeah, they're all characters. The Undertaker and all that shit. The Undertaker used to walk around in full costume. Like, he would walk around in full character and walk through airports like that. Like, eyes white, 7-foot tall white man, hair coming down, big ass T-Pain top hat, and he just walking around looking evil as shit. Giant trench coat, like. I'm like, yo, bro, you dragging it right now. You know it's 4 p.m. on a Tuesday at Newark Airport? Like, why are you walking around like this, my nigga? That's terrifying.
And Kane's the mayor.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Kane's the mayor out of Tennessee.
His evil twin brother, another 6'10" white man.
The biggest lie I ever told that they were brothers. That was the biggest lie I ever told in my childhood.
I ain't gonna lie, that shit
I was like, what? They're not brothers? I'm like, nah, you lying.
I ain't gonna lie, to WWE, it took me till we was like 9, 10 to realize, like, all right, this is a little sus. I don't know. Like, anytime there's two men completely oiled up, bare-chested, in Speedos, there's no entertainment going on. There's a different thing going on here.
I ain't gonna lie. But you gotta realize, honestly, that shit like Broadway, bro.
It is.
It really is like a soap opera.
You can't pay me to have Rikishi. If y'all know who Rikishi is, Google that nigga. You cannot pay me to have Rikishi, big ass. He had on a thong, my nigga. Rikishi used to walk around with a leather thong. If y'all know
like 300.
He would turn around, smack his ass 2-3 times, and then put his ass in your face. That's how. You can't pay me enough to do that, gang. And he used to do that shit every week. It wasn't like he did that shit like once a year at WrestleMania. Nah, he used to do that shit every week, bro.
But
it's very, very sus to sign up for that.
You gotta think about how talented these dudes are. These dudes be 300+ pounds. They're really out there acting on like.
That's true.
It's really an art form. It's really an art.
It definitely is, and I can respect and appreciate that.
It's literally like a broad, like I said, like a Broadway play. It's literally like
with actual physical repercussions because these people get real injuries.
Oh,
like
absolutely.
The fighting might be fake, But the injuries are real. When what was son name? One of the Hardy brothers jumped off the ladder and like broke his neck.
Yeah, that was
real.
Jeff Hardy. Jeff Hardy.
Yeah, Jeff Hardy. Shout out to my son Jeff Hardy. First white nigga I seen in True Religions. This nigga was running around, and Billy Ray Cyrus. Shout out to Billy Ray Cyrus. But I remember when he split his neck, bro, that shit was real. Like we watched that shit in real time. We watched him hit the ground and not get up.
Listen, TLC table ladders chairs. That is the Hardy Boys match. What?
Yeah.
Chill, don't even get me started.
Yeah, them boys. Yo, I ain't gonna lie, but WrestleMania was crazy. I don't know if you remember. You remember I killed my rabbit on WrestleMania, not on purpose.
I do remember that.
I just see Mark's face like, oh, this nigga's trying to get canceled.
Listen, that red flag.
Do you remember that?
I do remember that. You remember,
absolutely. So you was like an accomplice to my murder.
I wasn't an accomplice.
Nah, you was an accomplice.
I was there, but I wasn't
listen, he was an accomplice to the murder. Listen, I can explain though. This is what happened to my rabbit. Can I tell the story real quick? First of all, why do I have rabbits? I don't know. My uncle used to come over and he used to terrorize me. He'd be like, he literally would go in the cage and just grab my rabbit by his ears and be like, yo, we eating this tonight? Yo, my man's
stop playing.
Put my fucking pet down.
But the thing is,
that nigga has health insurance.
But he's
put him
dead
down.
ass. But he's dead ass.
He was so dead ass. I seen it. I don't even talk. Listen, I didn't see my family do some wild shit to the animals that we were about to eat. I ain't like that shit. Shout out to my grandmother, but she scarred me for life that I seen her kill a chicken.
Yo, I do.
Yeah, you remember now?
Honestly,
yeah, rabbit murder. Rabbit murder. Yup. We killed my rabbit. Let's talk about it.
I ain't do none of that.
So I ended up I had to shower the rabbits because they were stinking. You feel me? I had two. I had the white one and the black one. The white one had short fur. The black one had thick fur. So we, not knowing, I'm like 9 years old, literally like third, fourth grade. I give them a bath or whatever, and I'm like, all right, shower them up, bro, nice, have them smell good, shampoo and all that, right? I try to dry them off a little bit, hit them with the blow dryer a little, you know what I mean? But WrestleMania was on.
Legit.
You feel me? So this low-key got something to do with WWE. They fucked me up. So listen, we was in a rush to go back upstairs and go watch the pay-per-views, you feel me? It's $60 back in the day. You feel me? This is expensive. This is a good watch. So boom, I put him in the cage. We go upstairs, go on about our lives, watch WrestleMania. Undertaker whip some ass. You know what I'm saying? Go downstairs. One rabbit is chilling. The white rabbit is chilling. The black rabbit is stiff as fuck.
Done up.
I'm like, yo, bro, what's happening? I'm like, yo, Shadow, what happened? So I poked him. Shadow hard as a motherfucking stone.
Rigor Morris.
Yeah, like a rock. Like his motherfucker stuck like a rock. And I started to cry immediately because I was like, what the fuck happened to my rabbit? And I remember we Googled this shit and they were like, yeah, you froze your rabbit. You gave him hypothermia and he's dead now because you're a piece of shit. And yeah, you know, shout out to my son Shadow, man, RIP. So the real ones, you know what I'm saying? But
wow, that definitely unlocked the memory.
Yeah, you might not remember that. I remember that shit.
No, I didn't remember it until you said it. Wow.
But yeah, shout out to wrestling got niggas in so much trouble. I remember we used to break holes in my crib.
Legit.
I remember your mom used to bark at you for having leaves in your braids and shit.
For real. The walls of Jericho, we almost paralyzed.
Yeah, we were almost paralyzed each other. They should definitely put that in the fucking, like, they should have a disclaimer like, hey, if you try any of this at home, you're probably gonna kill somebody. Because I remember there was a kid in like Queens or some shit that he tried I think he tried the
tombstone.
The tombstone.
It was
the
a
Triple H.
tombstone.
One more time.
That's not Triple H, bro. Tombstone is.
You're right.
Undertaker.
It wasn't. Right, but regardless, motherfucker, put your head in between it. He flip. First of all, they standing up, flipping you upside down, 6ix9ine style, like that. Yeah, mad sus. Once again, legit. Either role of this is not good. You don't want to be the dominant or the motherfucker that's about to get tombstone. Because one way or the other, you got your head in the nigga's crotch. It's not it. Cool. Mind you, niggas wearing Speedos. Not the point. now you're supposed to fall down on your knees and the motherfucker's head hits the ground and you'll break his neck if you do it in real life.
If you actually do it.
And that little boy in Queens, man, unfortunately, he ended up killing his fucking neighbor. He killed like a 7-year-old and he was like 14. And they were trying to try him as an adult and all that. That shit was crazy. That was way back in the day.
I remember that.
Yeah. But that shit was wild. I think that's what kind of like, it was those conversations that started like the whole, wrestling is fake. Because before that, we thought that shit was real.
But you know what's funny?
Shout out to John Cena, the first black white man ever.
The guy, yo.
My son John Cena had a mixtape, nigga.
What? His mixtape dead sold like first week, like.
No, that nigga went platinum. He went platinum off being a white rapper with G shorts.
You remember he had the Puma pumps?
Yo, bro, I bought those. Word to my mother, I had those in 4th grade because of him. Because of John Cena, I had to get those Reebok joints with the basketball on the side. With the I thought that shit would make you jump higher.
But like I was saying,
false.
They did.
Nah, it did not make you jump high. Right? I hated that shit. Them thick ass moon boots.
So the wrestler I was talking to, I was like, he said, yeah. So the promoter, circles the winner, and you gotta talk to the. See, I do a thing like I want to do beginning, middle, and end, and we freestyle and everything else. I'm like, how? How do you freestyle?
What?
Like, yo, how?
This is improv?
Yeah. He said beginning, middle, and he said, there's something I want to do in the beginning, middle, and then in the finale. Everything else, some guys are really technical. You have to remember a lot of moves. But me, I'm just keep it simple, and we freestyle. I'm like, how? How do you freestyle? That's really like an art form. Legit.
Oh, that's crazy. I didn't even think about that. You're right.
That's really crazy.
And then these motherfuckers are acting like the Big Show was really 7 feet, 500 pounds. Like, what? You be 7 feet, 500 pounds, try to move around. Like, that takes a certain level of time to even be able to walk properly. And the thing is, let alone fight and jump around.
Grown man, he's like 40-year-olds, 50-year-olds.
Yeah,
legit.
Yeah,
it's not like they high school, college.
I knew wrestling was fake though. Once I seen motherfuckers getting punched in the face and there was like no like reaction, because I done seen niggas in the street get punched in the face and the fight was over. So when I seen like John Cena deck a nigga 4 times, this nigga's on mad steroids, 250 pounds of straight muscle, and you gonna tell me he's not dead? Like, nah, there's no way. And like Ric Flair smacking niggas in the chest, I'm like, why would you do that? Why would you do that? If the ultimate, shout out to Ric Flair. If
Rolex wearing.
Yeah, the Rolex wearing, limousine driving, something. Yeah, Ric Flair was the man. He took that shit. Shout out to Ric Flair. Ric Flair is old as fuck, and he's still at it. Ain't gonna lie. He's like 70, 80. I think he done lost most of his teeth and shit. But
Rolex wearing. Diamond chain wearing. Kiss stealing. Wheeling dealing. Limousine riding.
What else?
Jet flying. Son of a gun. And I got a hard time holding these alligators down.
I'm mad you got this shit down pat. Nah, man. Shout out to Rick though. Shout out to Rick. You really had that shit down pat. But on another note, I just thought we still talking about wrestling for 20 minutes. How the fuck did we get here? Bro, we were supposed to be talking about important shit, like the fact that they freed the real. Shout out to Brittany Griner. My son is home. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Brittany and all that.
Yes. Literally like 9 months, bro. It's crazy.
Yeah, Shorty did a bid.
The whole and the thing is, she cut her hair in jail because in prison.
Came out with a fade?
She had to because it's so cold over there. When her judge would get wet, she'd get sick. Like, that's how bad it was over there. You gotta realize she's 6'9", bro. So there's no. You think they have facilities for her? She was down bad. So she had to cut her hair because she was getting sick. It was getting too hard. Cause you feel me? When my hair gets wet, it'd be wet.
She's in Russia. Everybody's tall in Russia.
Yeah, they got them. Yeah, they do. But 6'9" as a woman, that's different.
6'9" as a woman is fucking ridiculous. That's crazy.
Nah, she's 6'7", 6'9", one of those.
It's the same shit.
It's the same thing.
Once a woman's over 6 foot, it's like, whoa. Honestly, over 5'9", it's like, oh shit, you fucking tall. It's like something you have to address. Especially if you throw some heels on. It's like, damn, shorty, you 6'2".
You got heels on?
Yeah, like shit. You could beat me in a fist fight.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think I want this challenge.
But yeah, shout out Brittany Griner, man.
They finally freed it, but I ain't gonna lie, I was a little conflicted when I started seeing these articles about this Marine veteran. I forget his exact name.
Paul Whelan.
God damn, this nigga come out with the facts. Yes, Paul Whelan. They left Paul Whelan in there. He's been in there, I believe, for like 2-3 years now too.
My whole thing is, this is the problem with society, because
talk about it.
Before the people who were pushing for Paul Whelan to get out act like they really were pushing for him to get out. We didn't know about him really until after all this came up. There was no big push to get Paul Whelan out until Brittany Griner was free. And Paul Whelan's brother actually made a comment to say the Biden administration, we've been trying to get him out. Mm-hmm. They failed. The Trump administration was trying to get him out, and they failed. And from what I've read is that it wasn't like a Brittany Griner or Paul Whelan type of trade. You feel me? He tried to get them both out. He tried to get Paul out. But that's the way the cookie crumbled. And the person that they traded for, Victor Bout, they called him the Merchant of Death.
What the fuck?
Do you know about the?
Nah, I don't know nothing about Victor Bout. I just saw his face.
Victor Bout was an arms dealer. They called him the Merchant of Death. America called him the Merchant of Death.
Oh, I get it. The Merchant of Death. You sell arms, you sell the things that kill people.
Correct.
I thought he had mad bodies. That's what I was thinking. You said Merchant of Death.
And what you got to realize is, he's already been in 15. It's not like he's had a life sentence. He's supposed to get out in 2029. So it ain't like they cutting his life sentence short. So Victor Bout was supposed to get out. What is 2022? He's supposed to get out in another 7 years. So he was going to get out anyway. So it's not like they traded this lifer for Brittany Griner, and it's not like that they weren't trying to get Paul Whelan out. And they make it seem like they cared about Paul Whelan before Brittany Griner got out, when most of us never even heard about it. When there's been a push for Brittany Griner to get out from the people. Right. And people act like they care about Paul Whelan now, and, oh, why didn't Biden get him out? You know, Trump was in office too. Trump ain't get him out. He tried, but he didn't. And
I see what you're saying. It's like motherfuckers didn't start rallying until
Brittany Griner got we got a Marine veteran who's not out, who got locked up for espionage over there. But
so you basically saying white people got jealous that they was freeing black people.
Yes, that's exactly what it was.
In a capsule, that's what you're saying.
That's exactly what it was. Because who was pushing for Paul Whelan to get out? Did you hear about Paul Whelan before?
Never.
Was there a big push? He's been in for 2-3 years. Nobody's really ever heard of him.
Never heard of him.
That's what I'm saying. But now Brittany Griner's out. Oh, they should have freed Paul Whelan. But
also not for nothing too. The severity of the cases that they were in for, two completely different worlds.
Exactly.
She's in there for a weed pen.
Legit a weed pen.
A weed pen. 2 weed pens. He's in there for what they're accusing him of espionage, which pretty much means spying on the government or some shit. And that's one of those things that there's no statute of limitations for. There's 3 crimes no statute of limitations for. There's murder, rape, and espionage. Those 3 right there. So,
but that's in America. We can't talk about.
That's true. But I say that to give people perspective of
how serious the crime
how serious it is. Right. It's one of the top 3 worst things you can do. You know what I'm saying? So at least in America.
And like I said, Victor Bout, they labeled him as the Merchant of Death. Allegedly, he supplied a lot of guns to a lot of civil wars in Africa and a lot of stuff like.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not here to say he's a good person at all. Obviously not.
Who you talking about? Victor Bout?
Yeah, absolutely. But at the same time, who's the biggest arms dealer in this world?
Oh shit! Here we go. Conspiracy Cinco.
No, we the biggest arms dealer.
I know.
We are the arms. Arms is us.
Yeah, that's what we do.
We label other people Merchant of Death. we label other people arms dealers, Merchant of Death. But per capita, we supply everyone with guns. The fact is, he supplied people with guns that we didn't want to have guns.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying.
He supplied the ops. That's why he's the ops.
Exactly.
But that's all fair and love and war, motherfucker. Like, nigga, don't be supplying the ops. Now you the ops. Now go do this 25, dickhead.
But yeah, people are acting like the fact that he got a life sentence. He was getting to get out anyway. He was getting out literally this decade.
This decade? You saying that shit like it's next month, fine. Yeah. This decade.
The decade is 10 years. That's not, you feel me? In the grand scheme of things, it's not a long time.
They really gave Brittany Griner 9
years. Yo, for a weed pen.
2 weed pens.
For 2 weed pens.
Yeah, I got good 2 weed pens.
But yeah, so in the grand scheme of things, basically what I'm trying to say is that they acted like they really cared about Paul Whelan when nobody was really pushing for that. They wasn't really pushing for that like they was really pushing.
Yeah, no, 100%. No, that's 100%.
And through his actual brother, the Biden administration has been trying to get him out. So it's not like they've been just ignoring him out there. So I think that needs to be cleared up as well.
Damn, yeah. That's like one of the scariest things, to be locked up abroad.
Yo, that is crazy. To be locked up abroad is I couldn't.
Yeah, that's not it.
Russia.
In Russia,
yeah, you can have that. You
don't speak the language. They don't give a fuck to know what you're saying.
And you're an American. And think about it. You feel me? You the op in general because you're an American.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah, they don't like you anyway. Shit, America don't even like you.
That's what I'm saying.
Sheesh. Yeah, that's tough, man. Speaking of America and these countries and shit, let's talk about the World Cup, man. Because I know you've been real excited.
Feel me?
You've been really excited to mention what's going on in the World Cup.
Shout out Morocco. Feel me? I'm rocking with y'all, Morocco.
That's where French Montana from. Shout out to Morocco.
Shout out to Morocco.
It's not like that's like a little island off Africa, right?
No, it's North Africa. It's next to Egypt. It's North Africa.
It's not an island.
No.
So what the fuck am I thinking about?
Madagascar.
No, I know Madagascar. There's like a little island. Ooh, what's that shit called?
Nah, Morocco is north.
Yeah, I know it's northwest Africa for sure, but wait a minute.
No, I think it's north. Like it's by like Spain.
Yeah, so it's like very top.
Yeah.
Word. That's tough.
But yeah, so
it's a little ass country.
And shout out Croatia, feel me? Big shout out Croatia.
Where is Croatia
at? Eastern Europe.
Eastern Europe? Oh, okay, yeah, more towards Russia.
Yeah.
Okay.
Eastern Europe belt. So.
But yeah. So what's going on? Please fill me in. Is Lionel Messi still playing?
Lionel Messi still in.
All right, we in this. That's
Ronaldo just lost.
Word.
Yeah. So the matchup, it's Argentina and Croatia, and then it's France and Morocco.
There's only 4 teams left?
Yeah, only 4 teams. Those are the final 4.
Shit.
And Morocco is the first Muslim country and African country to make the final 4.
Oh shit! I never knew that.
Yeah.
That's dope.
So shout out to Morocco. I'm rocking with y'all. And shout out to Croatia. So feel me, those are the 2 teams I'm rocking with.
That's tough. But you said France is still in?
France.
Didn't France win the last one?
I don't know who won the last World Cup.
I think so.
I don't know who won the last World Cup.
Hey, yo, Siri, who won the last World Cup?
But the thing is, Messi never won a World Cup, right?
Yeah. But see, the World Cup is
it's like it's not
every 4 years. Yeah,
it's just like the Olympics. It's every 4 years.
So that's kind of whack though, because if you got a whole career, if you have like a whole
career,
if you have a whole career,
it's just like the Olympics.
A 10 to 15 year career, you're only gonna have a chance at it 2-3 times.
It's just like the Olympics every 4 years. But it's not like they don't have their own leagues and stuff in between.
Yeah, you're right.
They have their own. They have a lot of leagues.
You're 100% right. You're 100% right. But I be feeling like the World Cup is like
the World Cup.
It's the epitome of like success. Because honestly, a U.S. basketball trophy don't hit like an NBA trophy. At least I don't think so. The gold medal in U.S. basketball.
Of course not.
I think everybody in the NBA would rather get an NBA trophy.
Of course not.
If I'm not mistaken.
That's because all the talent's here anyway.
But I feel like soccer though, the World Cup is the pinnacle. Like that's the pinnacle. That's what you need.
I feel like the difference would be that soccer is such an international sport when basketball is just really an American as far as popularity is concerned.
Not no more.
As far as popularity,
compared to soccer, yes.
That's what I'm saying.
If you compare it to soccer, yes.
is internationally known as...
I don't know if you noticed this shit, but the NBA is turned to baby Europe. Like, it's just Europeans taking over. Look around.
You're right.
It's all the Europeans.
No, you're right.
Luka Doncic,
No,
Giannis Antetokounmpo,
You're right.
motherfucking Jokic, back-to-back. You talking about the last
MVPs.
4 MVPs have been Europeans.
But I'm talking about as far as popularity.
Joel Embiid, another one. Like Joel Embiid's from Australia. People forget that. Like he's not from out here at all.
I knew that.
I know you know, but it's like when you really look around, the whole NBA has become the number one pick, Victor Wembanyama or something like that. So, they're saying he's gonna be he's the most elite prospect they've ever seen
in a while.
At 7'3", could shoot, handle the ball like a point guard.
He be shooting 7'3". He be shooting 3 floaters like one.
Yo, bro, it is crazy.
But I'm talking about as far as popularity is concerned, and as far as country pride is concerned, soccer is like. There's nothing like the country pride when it comes to soccer.
Yeah,
and
100%.
But yeah, Lionel Messi's never won, but he's in the Final Four, so we'll see what happens.
That's super tough.
And he said it's gonna be his last World Cup. He's 35. I mean,
yeah, it makes sense. He's definitely not playing another 4 years. Yes. At 35, because honestly, I underestimated how crazy like physically demanding soccer is.
The skill level is unbelievable.
Yeah, the skill level and just the physical demand, the amount of times you hit the floor, you got to run into people.
The amount of miles in your legs, it's all running.
It's a 90-minute sprint for your fucking life. Like
it's literally all running. It is very physically demanding, it's very technical. People don't understand the technicality.
You gave me something to root for. I'm going. Shout out to Morocco. We going to Morocco. Croatia, there's white people in Croatia, right? It's all white?
Yeah.
All right, cool. So we're going with Morocco. Shout out to Morocco. Ain't nothing wrong with white people. I just want to see the black team win. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? Or Messi. We can go with Messi. Messi, that's my man. You feel me? It's either going to be Messi or Morocco, and they don't play each other, so that's valid. They would have to meet each other in the final.
That's a fact.
So I'm cool with that. If they meet each other in the final, it's up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so I always feel me when it comes to the Olympics, World Cup, whatever, I'm always rooting for the African black teams, feel me?
Yeah, I think it's only right.
Always, personally.
Yeah, fuck it, why not? You know what I'm saying?
And I always root against the colonizers, personally. So France got to go.
France got to go. I mean, France has enough. They got the Eiffel Tower. They got cool shit going on. Morocco needs this. You know what I'm saying? Morocco needs
I'm rocking
this.
with you. Well, Morocco. I just seen they had like a Moroccan parade in the city to celebrate this weekend. I heard
that's hard.
I seen it was lit.
Like, it's always dope to see smaller countries.
I
always love the underdog story.
Always
love
too.
That's one of the beauties in sports for real. You know,
yes,
it's the underdog story. It happens every year.
Yes, it happens. It happens all, and it's so relatable. And it's like, wow, if they can do it, I'm an underdog in whatever I'm doing.
Yeah,
sure. And just if it is a college game and I don't have a preference, I'm always rooting for underdog. I'll always root for underdog.
Hell yeah, that's definitely how I rock too, and I'll be way more satisfied when the underdog wins, because it's like, it's a beautiful story as opposed to, the one team that's super favored is going to fucking trample over the other team. It's like, whatever. We've seen this a million times. Like, I hate watching blowouts. I can't watch a blowout.
That's just annoying. It's,
All right, and any sport.
I'd rather it's like unless it's my team, then it's like, or unless I got money on the blowout.
Yeah, if it's money on the blowout.
If it's fun,
if it's fun, pile it up. Pile it up.
Pile it on. Okay, in other note, so the House just passed the new military budget.
House? White House?
The House of Representatives.
Talk about it. Talk about it. Talk about it. You said the new military budget. Did they up the score or did they?
The new arm. No. They call it the defense budget because it's all about words. Wording matters. Yeah, the defense budget. You know.
Yeah.
You know, we're located all around the world, but it's the defense budget.
Yeah.
Drum roll, please. Drum roll, please. The defense budget for 2023 is $858 billion.
God damn.
858. 858.
858 billion? They got that?
Billion. What?
They gotta have that shit in Bitcoin or something. How the fuck you got $858 billion in anything?
What you mean? We're America. We does this.
That's almost $1 trillion, ain't it?
Absolutely.
1,000 billion.
That's more than $750 billion. And that passes with flying colors. No pushback. That just goes right on through. And the last budget I think was 700 or last or one before that. Don't quote me. So that's another extra 100.
Budget though, like how often do they need that 858 billion?
The yearly budget.
What the fuck are you talking about, bro?
It's yearly.
What the fuck are you talking about?
What you mean? That's what the budget is for the year.
858.
And then they.
So what are you getting at? Are you saying they spend too much money, or
absolutely
not enough?
What? Not enough. 858 billion. We spend.
How much did they steal in PPP loans? Was it only like $4 billion?
Bro,
God, give niggas some reparations, goddammit.
Bro,
if you can give up PPP loans and spend $4 or $5 billion,
and they talk,
take 10 out the budget,
and they talking about
throw it to some minorities.
Social Security. I don't know if we're gonna have it for the Social Security.
See,
I don't know.
When you talking about billions and shit, like, bro, you're losing me. I really don't even know. Like, how did they even come up with that? How much math did it take to you to figure out you need $858 billion?
That's a great question, but the amount of money we invest in our defense budget and a lot of the social programs that are in question or we don't have a budget for, it's just, to me, it's just not adding up.
I mean, we are also about to go to war. We're in war. We're in war.
We're always in war.
Yeah, we're in war.
We're always in war.
But it's about to get real, though.
We're always in war.
Like, it's about to get lit.
We're always in war. That's never been a question. It's always war. Anytime there's money and resource and power involved, we're always in it. We're in everything. It's nothing new. It's nothing new.
Damn.
But I feel like, some of those funds could be allocated in other places, but hey, who am I to say? Who am I to say? The 858 billion, who am I to say?
Right.
When there's other causes that need more funding, but that you got to pull tooth and nail to get. But defense budget, flying colors, pass on right on by.
I can understand it though. I'll be honest with you, just because they're like, when it comes to defense, they're like there's no dollar, there's no expense. Offense. Well, I mean, sometimes the best defense is a good offense. Let a nigga know you're not playing.
That's what they say. And
that's how we rocking. I like. Listen,
offense?
When it comes to protecting me, get gangster with niggas. I don't care. Protect. Do what you gotta do. I'm here for that.
That's what the bully in school says. I don't want to. I can't be pussy, so I gotta fight. I gotta pop on everybody. I don't want to get got, so I gotta pop off.
That's what happens. Niggas go to karate classes and get ready for when the bully comes. Because if not, you are gonna get your ass beat. And that's what we was on. We was doing karate. Our karate was setting up little bases everywhere in case niggas get out of hand. You feel me? We already here.
Yeah.
You're not bringing it to our soil. We in your shit. We in your backyard, nigga. What you doing?
And that's what I'm. And that's my whole. That's my whole premise. We're overseas fighting a good fight to protect people's freedoms here. Yeah. It's just to me it's just words. It just doesn't make sense.
Who are you mad at? The higher up? Like,
it's just a system. It's just a system in general. As far as we because we're so capitalist that the bottom line is everything, and the military has been bringing in so much money and power that we allocate. I think it's like 1/3. Don't quote me on that. About 1/3 of all taxes goes to the military budget. I would say a huge chunk. So that's that's our cash cow. So that's what we're gonna spend our most time, resource, and energy. We don't care about the people here. We don't care about bettering people's average lives here when we can go out and get money and go out and get power and get influence overseas. So that's my whole premise.
Now you know what, America is out of pocket, because I remember in recent time when they created that new part of the military Space Force. I'm like, my nigga, that shit sound like the X-Men or some shit. Like, what the fuck is a Space Force? Like, you dead ass? Y'all dead ass. Y'all put bit like. Let's be real.
Yo, you know how much money NASA gets? NASA gets so much money every year, bro.
Space Force. Space Force?
Yo, literally.
It sounds like literally a cartoon on a Saturday morning, like on like free cable or some shit. Like that don't even sound like a fire type, like a fire cartoon. Like Space Force.
That sounds like a knockoff. That sounds like a knockoff.
That's what I'm saying. Like, right? Yeah. Right. Space Force sounds like a version of like like a knockoff Star Wars.
If there's money out there, we gonna get it. If there's money out there, you best believe.
I don't even know what the fuck the obsession with space is for no more. I give up. I give up. Let's stay here.
And I don't even. Listen. We went to the moon in 1969.
Hell no.
You believe that?
Hell no. We would have been taking round trip Spirit flights to that motherfucker by now if we went there in the 70s.
Listen to me.
Sorry to tell you that.
Listen to me.
Back then, niggas just fake it and niggas wouldn't know.
In 1969, you mean to tell me that they live streamed on the moon? How? They live streamed live on television.
We only had like 4 channels.
How? What satellites? They had Wi-Fi up there? They using 5G? They had great LTE? How?
They might could have. Who knows?
How? 1969?
They had cell phones in the 20s.
But 1969?
I'm saying 100 years before iPhone 14, they had cell phones.
And
it's a little,
you have to realize what
I'm playing both sides here.
I
don't believe it. So I don't even know why I'm defending
it. You've been playing devil's advocate.
Yeah, that's just always my style.
But you have to realize what was going on in the 60s at the time. So 60s at the time, Soviet Union, big power, obviously.
Soviet Union is over. Is Russia.
It's Russia.
Right. For people who don't know.
It was dissolved in 91. It became Russia and broke off. That's why you got Ukraine.
Soviet Union had the red flag with the circle of stars and a little hammer in the middle. I remember them.
And so it was in the 60s at the time. It was a big space race.
Right.
Space race. Yeah. Big space race. And I believe it was 65 or mid 60s. Russia was the first country to circumnavigate the Earth. The first country to circumnavigate the Earth, and that was a big deal. From space to circumnavigate the Earth and come back.
That's fucking crazy.
And that was such a big deal. And I believe, and then after that, it was who's go to the moon first. So I believe that we had to be the Americans and say we went to the moon first.
Yeah, we had to show them our dick is bigger.
Yeah, of course.
It was a pissing contest.
It was a pissing contest. It was.
It's like, you ain't gonna outspace me, motherfucker.
Can't outspace America. we had to plant our flag on the moon. And how many other countries have been to the moon since? How many other countries? It's 2022. How many other countries have been to the moon?
It's a good point.
So we're the first ones to make it to the moon, and now we gatekeeping the moon. Nobody else can land on there.
Yeah, when you put it like that,
Have any other country? It's 2020. Has China been to the moon? Has any other country
if
been
there's
to the moon?
one motherfucker that can make it to the moon, it would be China. Let's make that shit clear. Listen,
but that's just
shout out to Asia and all my Asians, because listen, y'all are clearly the superior beings. We're not gonna talk about that because I know y'all are aliens and y'all got this shit figured out. Word. That ass. I swear to bro, Asian people got some shit figured out. I said that shit time and time again on this show. Them niggas got some shit figured out. I ain't gonna lie.
It's their whole culture. But I was saying, it's just not.
It definitely doesn't add up.
It just doesn't make sense.
The math is 100% not mathing.
It's just not mathing.
It makes no sense when you really think about it. Like, yeah, how the fuck can't we do it again? And
we would have been
fucking TikToks niggas would have been making on the moon right now.
Back and forth in general, we would have been doing so much more. And like I said, how many other countries have been to the moon?
If we could get to the moon, we would literally be hosting fucking boxing match. Jake Paul would be fighting on the moon. I promise you, right now. Like
we would find some way to monetize.
1,000%. What? Flights to the moon?
What? You know how much moon rocks would be selling for on eBay?
Exactly. Like, you want to fly to the moon?
Legit.
Niggas would have an airport busting out there. Literally.
Legit. Moon rocks you know how much moon rocks should be on eBay and everything?
I know for a fact I would definitely be one of them niggas on that plane. You tell me I can go to the moon, what? For $2,500? They actually have a space hotel. Have you heard about that?
Oh, I hear about that. On
that
the
shit
satellite.
Yeah,
one of the satellites.
Hold on.
I did hear about that.
Hold on. We talking all this shit. Yo, what's up?
I'm with it.
You got to the space hotel, son?
I'm with it. First,
matter of fact, let's check how much it costs.
I'm about to say first I need to find a Groupon for it though.
Yeah, I'm about to say. I don't think Spirit covering that flight.
I'm about to say I need that.
Maybe Frontier. Frontier be going like Alaska and shit.
I need that gray Groupon.
You definitely not taking American Airlines anymore.
I'm taking the cheese bus out there.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck. Right? I don't give a fuck what it takes. What if I can go to the moon?
Peter Pan.
Remember the China bus? Oh my god! Shout out to the China bus, nigga. $11 can get you to North Carolina right now. Off the China bus.
The mega bus. I'll take the mega bus. Right, double decker. Right down. right to that hotel.
I can't stand bus travel like that. Oh my god, I fucking hate bus travel. Like I'll never forget that shit. I remember we took a bus with my dad's church and shit. They took a bus to Canada. First time I left the country. I didn't even think you could leave the country on a bus.
I remember that. I
lost my mojo out there too, like on some Space Jam shit. Before I went, I was good in football. I came back, I was ass the rest of that year.
The Monstars.
I don't know what happened. I went to Canada and I came back ass at everything. I was bad in baseball. I just had a down year. It was fucking weird, bro.
Yeah, the Monstars got you.
You feel me? And then Drake came, and then Justin Bieber, and Lady Gaga. Makes sense.
The Weekend.
Not the point.
In the Weekend.
Yeah, in the Weekend. Shout out to Abel. Yo, so I remember we took a fucking bus out there. Shit was supposed to be a 7-hour drive. Shit ended up taking like 10 hours just because we took this big ass bus that can't go over 60 miles an hour. And the even crazier part is this was a mind blowing moment for me. Why? I'm at the Canadian border, actually coming back to back to America. I go in the bathroom. I'm pissing at the stall. Yo, I shit you not. I look to my right. I see my man's from the football team. My son Isaiah Pickens. I'm like, how the fuck are you at the Canadian border right now?
Yo, that's funny.
At the very same time, peeing at the same exact time at the store right next to me.
Shout
out to my son Isaiah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I haven't seen that motherfucker in like 20 years either. But yeah,
he out on the West Coast.
He already been doing his thing. Shout out to him.
Yo, that's what did he? It's a small world, bro.
But I say that to say fuck buses. I'm not taking the bus nowhere. Fuck that.
Listen. If I can afford the cheese bus to the Space Hotel, I'm taking the cheese bus out there.
I wonder how much.
I'm taking the Magic School Bus. I'm calling Miss Frizzle right now. I'm getting Miss Frizzle on the phone right now.
Yo, remember that shit? Yo, the Magic School Bus was a trip.
And her drip was immaculate.
Yeah,
immaculate.
She was the first cartoon that had a new fit every episode.
Every episode, the new fit.
She was the first and only at that.
Nah. What?
I remember you used to think, you ever notice cartoons only got 4 fingers? Like almost all cartoons had 4 fingers. That was fucking weird too. Like I always wondered what the fuck that was about.
As far as aesthetically pleasing, I guess.
I don't know. I was actually Googling that shit not too long ago. Very weird thing to Google. Like, what the fuck the cartoons?
Yeah, you about to go in that rabbit hole.
Yep.
You about to go in like, it was 4 fingers.
It was like Walt Disney, his racist ass. It was like, I don't like the amount of fingers. It looked like a bunch of twigs. It looked like a bunch of sticks on their hands.
That makes sense.
Yeah, whatever he says goes. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Walt Disney though. You know what I'm saying? Because that nigga, he had a plan and he made that shit happen. How much is the Space Hotel? Haha. Let's figure this out. This shit look fire.
Groupon,
this can't
baby.
be it.
We gotta go Groupon.
The Space Hotel could open as soon as 2025. Nah. This shit is open already. This shit I'm talking about. Cause I seen it.
I know it's open already. I thought it was talking about that one.
Nah, I seen some shit, man. I seen some shit. They definitely got that motherfucker out there. This definitely ain't it. It's talking about $79 a night. You'll get kidnapped.
Oh no,
definitely not going there.
That's definitely sex trafficking.
Yeah, for sure.
$79.
Yeah, you'll definitely wake up with a missing kidney and ice bath.
No, legit.
Trying to figure out what the fuck. Why am I bleeding inside?
They definitely sold your kidney on the black market. That's not the point.
Yeah, that shit is real, bro.
That's not the point.
The black market is fucking crazy, yo. That shit is scary, my nigga. Like I was watching this interview and dude was talking about how when they were kids, they used to pay to get on like live chats, and it'd be like $50, and it'd be 100 other people in there that all pay $50, and they're paying to watch somebody commit suicide. Like, what the fuck? Like, yeah,
it's a sick world, bro.
Yeah, but like the dude, like people will really be live streaming their death, and like they'll literally blow their heads off on camera for whatever money you donated. I don't know who it's getting sent off to. I don't even understand the reason of monetizing your own death. But I don't even think the people. I think it was the website. Was the one selling the actual footage. I don't even think. I don't know. I don't fucking know. But the fact that's real.
That sounds like some Silk Road shit.
I don't even know. Isn't Silk Road some shit from like the Middle East when they used to
Silk Road
camelback across and run into Jesus and shit?
Oh,
trade spices.
Wait,
I don't know.
The actual. You talking about the actual Silk Road, or you talking about or the website, the Silk Road?
There's a web.
That's what I was talking about.
Fuck is on the Silk Road website?
Well, it's not anymore. Silk Road.
Oh, I was just about to go home and go right to Silk Road website.
It was it's one of the first places where Bitcoin was actually accepted. Yeah, like it was one of those where you can get anything on
all those dark web websites.
Dark
you
web.
Get like weed seeds, fentanyl, all types of shit.
You can get it. You can get
a human anything.
Hand. And it's funny. The creator was indicted and he's locked away for a long time. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, he was trafficking all kinds of shit.
Everything.
Yeah.
Everything.
You can literally buy a 4-year-old child on there. Like.
Anything. And that was one of the first platforms where Bitcoin was accepted because people were using it
to buy children
because you couldn't trace it at the time. You feel me? You weren't using real dollars.
Fuck.
Yeah.
I think it's my man's was buying mad fentanyl from China back in like 2012. RIP to him too. I ain't gonna mention his name because I just said some very incriminating shit. I mean, even though he's dead, but yeah, you know exactly what I'm talking about too.
That's some TI shit.
Yeah, you know exactly what I'm talking about too. These are both our mans, but yeah, he definitely was wilding on the dark net, and he explained to me real briefly. He was like, "Yeah, man, I'm buying this shit on." Everybody thought he was selling Molly. That was not Molly, gang. Niggas was just taking whatever the fuck that shit was coming from China. And they used to send this shit in bamboo wrap and all kinds of crazy shit.
And that's why we gotta legalize it. Legalize everything, so you know exactly where it's coming from.
Ding,
but
ding. Yeah.
On a note, I don't want to get into that. But on another note, before I get into what I was talking about, Silk Road was an actual road in the Middle East that was very fertile and very good for trading.
Right. Yeah, I've heard. I remember that.
And okay, so the Pentagon just failed another audit.
What does that mean?
And for those who don't know, an audit is when they come and check your books to make sure your books are right, that you're not stealing money, whatever the case may be. They audit. People get audited. Companies get audited all the time.
Yeah, Trump
Make sure. Trump. Trump.
Let me not get you started.
Don't even get me started with that. How come he didn't release his tax records? Because he's been audited for. I'm gotta wait till the audit's over. But
another note. So the Pentagon
failed an audit.
Doesn't that relate basically to the whole? No, well, yeah, I know the Pentagon has everything to do with the military, but doesn't that relate to the whole their budget getting approved? Kind of like doesn't this all coincide into that topic?
I don't.
Into the $858 billion we were just talking about.
I don't know if that has anything to do with the Pentagon's budget, but $2.2 trillion is missing.
What are you
zoom
talking
in on
about?
The camera? $2.2 trillion.
What you mean missing? Who got it? Who got it? Who got it?
Exactly.
You know what I was just heard?
Exactly.
I just heard.
They've never. I don't think they've ever passed an audit. But
what the fuck? So they just keep failing the test and we letting them drive?
But now they're worried about you making $600 on Cash App. Did you hear that? Now you got to declare if you make over $600 on Cash App and Venmo. But the Pentagon is missing $2.2 trillion. They worry about
my 600.
Your 600. But the Pentagon,
they're worried about your 600.
They're worried about your 600.
You're selling
and your 600.
And
everybody's 600.
Right.
But here's the government missing $2.2 trillion, which doesn't even make sense. How? Which doesn't even make sense. Like, you can't even quantify that. But it just goes to show what the priorities are, and it goes to show that they don't care about us, and they'll do whatever they want to do. And speaking of artists in general, a lot of wealthy people don't get audited because it costs more money.
What you mean because it costs more money?
Wealthy people, they move around money all the time. They can literally hire law firms to drag it out over years. So they don't even bother doing with them. They're worried about somebody who made $60K. They worry about middle class, lower class, working class people. They don't care about ultra wealthy because I'll tie them up in litigation for years. We won't come to a conclusion for years. So they don't even touch a lot of wealthy people. They worry about.
Damn, that's crazy. That's exactly how they do people too.
Yeah,
man.
That's literally what they do.
Yeah,
I can tie them up in litigation.
This
clause,
way, like when people try to
trial.
It's like when people try to like sue big for like Kaepernick trying to sue the NFL. It's like, nigga, are you joking? Like, what is your $15-20 million gonna do to my $20 billion in my team of lawyers? It's 20 lawyers. They each worth $2 million a pop. Like, it's not even close.
But you brought up Kaepernick. But the fact that the NFL settled with him is a big. That's big.
Yeah.
The fact that they settled.
Yeah. Shout out to my son Cap. I know he got that fucking bag.
The fact that
now that we're talking about motherfuckers getting ordered and niggas getting sued and shit, man, I wanna give a big shout out to my son Kai. I don't know if you know Kai, but yo, Kool Kiy on the gram. If y'all don't know who Kool Kiy is, you're probably wearing his sneakers.
Oh, the sneakers. Yeah, I saw that. I saw that. When Nagy came out,
what people don't know is Kool Kiy's from New Jersey. Apparently, I just found that out recently.
I didn't know that.
It's crazy. I had ran into him at the airport probably like 2 weeks ago when I was down in Miami, and I had to approach him because I just see him and I immediately recognized him. And the thing is, he's been booming. Like people didn't even realize they were wearing his sweatpants for like 2-3 years. A couple years back in like 2016, he had that big boom where people were wearing like the Gucci colored sweatpants. It'd be like the green with the red stripe or the black with the yellow stripe. I had both of those. So he did that, and then of course every other brand followed up and made a knockoff version of it. But that was his thing, like that really nice material, all that. He started that, putting the zippers on the side. Like he started that, and then a lot of other people started. You know what I'm saying? There was a lot of other brands that started like, you know, I don't want to say copying, but taking some influence to say the least. You know what I'm saying? And so Nike,
I just seen that.
Just ordered him for.
No. They didn't order him.
Order's the wrong word, but Nike.
They sued him.
Yeah,
they sent him a cease and desist. So first.
Isn't it subpoenaed him? I think is the word I'm looking for. Regardless, Nike sent him the letter, the big ass letter, and it says Nike Corporation versus Kool Kiy.
Yeah,
and it's not lit. You know what I'm saying? Because it really sucks to see that they're gonna try to tear him down. And it's like when you know, it's like he's doing great in business and everything, but it's like, bro, that's Nike, bro. That's a fucking monster. But like, I wish him nothing but the best. Man.
I wish him nothing but the best. But you see them shoes, bro? Those are dunks, bro.
What, his shoes? They're ones. They're ones for sure.
Ones.
He changed.
They're absolutely ones. You feel me?
I mean, he changed the one thing, and I don't know what else he changed about it.
Those ones, bro. Those ones. Listen, that is definitely. I'm not. Listen, if y'all know me right now, I don't be siding with the big corporations. Right. But that is copyright infringement. Absolutely. Those is ones, bro. You're not about to tell me those is not ones. But
there's a certain way. Listen, there's ways around all of that. You can literally change the stitching and the material in this.
I hear you.
Yeah,
I hear you. But it's
we
like,
know
man,
those ones, fuck all that, man. Let my man get his fucking money. Bro. Let my man get his fucking money. That's all I want to see. I'm here to see all of y'all niggas win.
Listen, I'm here to see everybody win. Right. But I'm looking at it subjectively.
Yeah,
those are ones, bro. I'm like, I saw them. I'm like,
okay, but now listen. On the flip side, cool. He made a HBCU collab, a historical black college university. Word, college university sounded redundant. I thought I was off for a second, but he had the collab where he was doing all these HBCU colorways and going crazy. They were becoming big. He was doing pop-ups everywhere, and then not only does Nike go and sue him and do all this other shit, they started an HBCU collab almost immediately after. So it's like, hey, y'all just took my idea after I took it. It's like, what's going on here? You know what I mean? And it's like, yo, what he's making is pebbles compared to what Nike does on a monthly basis.
Yes.
What Nike does on a weekly basis probably is 10, 20, 30, 100 times more than he'll make in a year. And that's not the down talk what he's saying. It's just we talking about Nike. That's Coca-Cola. That's Pepsi. That's, you know what I'm saying? That's one of them. You feel me? That's one of the biggest corporations in the world. That's
one of the pillars.
Yeah, it's one of the pillars. Right. It's
literally
like,
a pillar.
It's Nike. You know what I mean? Nike shits on every other sneaker brand. So an independent sneaker brand is going to be hard to compete. So it's like, man, I hate to see the way that he's under attack because, man, I don't want to see his empire fold, man. He's been doing great things. I've been seeing so much progress.
It's a very unfortunate situation.
But you understand where they're coming from. I feel you about to say.
It's a very unfortunate situation.
But right is right and wrong is wrong.
But they did send him a cease and desist, and he ignored it.
Oh, see, I didn't even know that's how that works.
Yeah,
cease and desist is a warning.
Cease and desist is a warning is cut up shop, whatever you're doing, whatever on the cease and desist. Stop selling what you're doing. Take it off your website, whatever, and we won't no harm, no foul.
Ooh.
But he ignored the cease and desist, so now they're actually suing him. So,
damn.
I mean.
Damn.
He had a way out, you know. And it's not like he's not doing so much other stuff. He didn't have to do that. He didn't have to do one.
But his sneakers was going
crazy.
It's because he has so many colorways that people never even thought about putting on the ones.
Bro, but those are ones. Bro.
No, you're right. You know what's even more fucked up too? In the midst of all that, there's Omi and a Hellcat. I don't know if you ever heard of Omi.
Yes.
Omi made another sneaker called Reloaded, and it's the exact same thing. But it's even crazier though because he took the same. Because so the Kool Kiys have a lightning bolt.
Yeah, the lightning bolt.
Reloaded put the lightning bolt too. I'm like, yo, bro, what is going on?
I literally saw a picture. I'm like, yo, bro, Listen. I ain't never mad at nobody getting the bag.
Right.
But bro, those is ones, bro. Why? Like, can you come up with a different idea?
You play stupid games, you get stupid
shout out to
prizes.
Listen, shout out to Kool kiy. He did the slippers. These shits is so. He got the slides now.
Yes, that's fine.
Did you see him though?
No.
It's the slides with the interchangeable soles.
That's dope.
So it's like it's like, I don't want to say it's a play on the Yeezy foam runners because they don't look nothing like them, but it's like that material, and then he has these replaceable soles that literally pop out. They actually kind of look like the bottom of these. I ain't gonna lie, now I'm looking at it, but it says Kai on the bottom. Damn, it actually almost says Kai on the bottom of this. Oh shit. All right, well, let's not get another cease and desist, man. Let's just figure something out. Yo, what the fuck? Yo, I literally just now looked at it.
You're like,
no. It looks eerily similar. I ain't gonna lie.
But like I said, I ain't mad at nobody getting a bag, whatever the case may be. But if nobody knows what I'm talking about, pause this video right now and go Google it and come back to this video.
What, the Kool kiy shoes?
Yes.
Yeah. Go ahead.
And you'll be like, okay, those is ones. Like,
and he's selling out because you know why too though? You get the Kool Kiys in these colorways, like the red ones, like the black and red ones, are impossible to find for anything under like $500-$600 a pop. But Kool kiy comes, makes them, puts the Nike sign. I mean, puts the lightning bolt, and you can get them for $175. And now people are like, well, Jordans is cool and all, but these hit the same on his fit right now. And they became socially accepted where people didn't look at them like, oh, they're knockoffs.
Yes, they became socially accepted.
Because I ain't gonna lie, like Bape, for example, when I first saw Bape, shout out to my son Tory Williams. When I first saw Bapes, I thought they were fake Nikes. Yeah. And I remember we was talking mad shit to my son Tory. Not mad shit, but we was like, yo, bro, what's up with your shits? Like, first of all, why they so shiny? Because we didn't know the patent leather shit. And then we like, yo, bro. I'm like, yo, them fake ass Nike signs, bro. What's that about? Like, why that's not a Nike? It's a star with a. He was like, yo, I don't. Mind you, we were like 10 years old. He's like, I don't know. My mom told me these shits is fly, so I got them on. And at the time, he was like, yeah, they're like $300 a piece. I'm like, what? We was like, nigga, what are you talking about? $300 for some fake Nikes? Then took us a couple years when we started seeing Lil Wayne wearing them. We started seeing the Pusha T and Pharrell and everything. And we're like, oh, that's what he was wearing 3 years ago. And we were like, oh, this nigga was ahead of his curve. Shout out to Mama Williams because she had my son fly as fucking fifth grade. That guy baked down. Yo, we was like, what the fuck? My son is baked up.
Yeah, but nah, you're not lying.
I would have thought Bape would have got sued with the cease and desist shit, but they did some slick shit. I'm telling you, I was just wearing my shit. I had some Bapes on last night. You can see there's a very slight difference, and even in the sizing of the front of the front space right here, there's a little differences like that make it. The little nuances make it legal.
You got and it's about having a good team of lawyers. It's also good. It's always good. It's all about having a good team of lawyers around you. To be able to, it's all in litigation. It's all a conversation. It's all a conversation. If you have a good team of lawyers, then that'll definitely help out the case. But those are the ones. That's all I'm gonna say. He's doing a lot of great things, but those are the ones, bro.
Yeah.
You feel me?
It's all right.
It's all right. It's all right. It happens sometimes, and.
I'll tell you one thing, that nigga ran up the fucking bag. My son got up some millions. He got the Urus, he got the G-Wagon, the Porsche truck, he going crazy. And when I seen him in the airport, bust down on Louis bag the size of my son, I'm like, this nigga got the bag right now. Like, I was like, going crazy. It just gets me excited because I remember when I used to live in Bergenfield, I used to watch him drop off boxes of the sweatpants at this store. I forgot what the store was called, but he used to drop off boxes there, and he went from that. And you see him pull up, and I don't remember what fucking car he had, but it wasn't no fucking Urus or a G-Wagon, I'll tell you that much. And then it's to see that later on, when I started seeing the shoes everywhere, and I'm like, KIY. I'm like, why that look so familiar? Because I was seeing him making clothes before. And then the sneakers came, and then it hit me, oh my God, this has been him this whole time. I'm like, oh, this thing, ain't he from Patterson?
Running it up.
Gotta love it.
Running it up.
Gotta love it.
Listen, you know what I'm saying? And it goes to show, it just goes to show, I'm just gonna go back to a point you said, the fact that it's socially acceptable, and who makes it socially acceptable? We do. That's been my whole premise is we decide what's hot, we decide what's not hot, we decide what free advertising with music and all these companies. We decide what people are wearing. We decide what fashion is. So we are the curb. We just have to realize that and use the power that we have in order to influence and support companies that are supporting us.
That's deep.
Support companies because we decide everything. We decide if we said tomorrow that this not hot no more, it's not hot. It's not going to hit like it did before. You know, Little Pump drop Gucci Gang. You know how much stock Gucci went up? Did he get anything from that?
Not $1.
Is Gucci doing anything for our communities? I don't know. Damn. But it's just the facts. The facts are the facts that we control pop culture. We are the culture.
Oh yeah, 100%.
We are the culture, and
100%.
and we need to use that power and influence to better ourselves as a people, and that's how I feel about it, because everyone follows our trends. At the end of the day, if we say these are hot, these are hot. If we start wearing these, that everyone's gonna start wearing them. And who's the person behind the brand? You know, we big up all these European designers. What are they doing for us? What are they doing for us?
Yeah, what are they doing for us? And that's funny, because that's exactly why it was in like 2017. I had like a switch in my head, like, oh, I'm gonna support expensive black brands. I stopped buying Gucci, Louis, and stuff like that. But I started buying, shout out to Jared Lorenzen. I started buying Fear of God. I started buying Yeezy. I started buying Off-White. I started buying Heron Preston, because these are brands that are black. Like, even if at the end of the day they might not be doing shit for the community with the money, I don't care. It's going to feed a black family. It's going to feed his family. It's going to feed his kids. You know what I'm saying? Their next generation. And I made a conscious decision of doing that, especially when it came to buy like big pieces. Like Louis Vuitton, I might still get a belt or something.
Yeah.
And even that's rare. I bought one Louis belt ever, like, and I bought it twice, and that was forever ago. But like, and like maybe a belt or here too. But I'm not, the actual clothes. I'm not doing it. Like, shout out to Mike and Mary, but I'm not doing it.
That's what I'm saying. I mean,
I'm just not.
Mike and Mary is a billionaire right now.
Probably not a billionaire, but he
might.
At this point, yeah,
he might. Yo,
listen, you selling $1,500 jeans, gang. You running it the fuck up.
But is he doing something for the community? I don't know. I don't know. But we don't know. That's the problem.
Yeah,
we don't know, and we still supporting it. That's the problem. That's all I'm saying.
And that's funny too, because motherfuckers will buy Mike and Mary's the fuck up, but laugh at a nigga wearing Sean John when Sean John is feeding a family of 1,000. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they're feeding so many families. And it's funny, too, because you go overseas in, like, Africa and stuff, certain countries of Africa, Sean John is looked up as a very elite brand.
Absolutely.
Like, if you got some Sean John, you put that shit on. You know what I'm saying?
You're not dead ass. You're not
dead ass. And it goes back to that understanding. It goes back to that understanding that, you know, you're supporting a black brand and that you're building something. Because at the end of the day, Diddy is a billionaire. Like, you're pushing something that he's becoming that. He's becoming that brand. He is becoming Gucci. He's becoming Louis Vuitton. Even though it might not be just through the fashion shit. You know what I'm saying? That people are buying Ciroc because of it. People buy more Ace of Spades because of We're buying Douce because we're being conscious of where we're spending the money at. And I think that's super important.
Speaking of, he just announced a cognac.
Who, another one?
No. A brandy. No. Diddy has a Ciroc brandy.
Oh, brandy is a different kind of liquor, right?
It's dark.
Yeah, shout out to Diddy. We're going to end this on a messy note, because why the fuck did he just end up posting that he's having a kid, and it's not with the city girl joint, Carisha, whatever her name is, Young Miami. That is crazy. But that's neither here nor there. Listen, man. It's been a great episode.
That is really neither here or there.
Yeah, we appreciate y'all, man. When you a billionaire, you do what the fuck you want. Let's leave it at that. We just want to say thank y'all for tuning in,
Straight like
man.
that.
It's been episode 39 of the Free Gems Podcast, man.
Thank you guys so much.
Big shout out to y'all. Big shout out to Bravery Studios, Marvin in the back, and everybody.
Sir.
Listen, man. Tap in Bravery Studios, man. Golf in New Jersey. If you need to film your podcast, pop out. We're going crazy. It's all day. Hit Marv.
Okay.
We here. You know what I'm saying? DM us any questions, drop some comments and all that. We appreciate y'all.
Yes. Like, share, feel me, subscribe. If you got anything you want us to talk about, you have any opinions, please let us know. You know, I appreciate you guys rocking with us. And guess what? This is only the beginning.
Episode 39, man. Thank y'all, and we are gone.